Today we're gonna talk about Pundi X or Pundi X and the new event in their sort of ecosystem, actually the new ecosystem based on the new blockchain, which is sort of issued by Pundi X called FunctionX or FX. And the reason why I'm making this video is actually that a lot of people got confused about the distribution of the new tokens and how will you get them and in which ratio and so on and so forth. So I will try to clarify those things in this video and just also talk about what is the new blockchain, why they need it, and so on. In the beginning, for those of you who are lazy and don't want to know the details, but just want to know the answer on the question how many tokens you will have. So here is the short summary of that initial, well, that's not, yeah, it's short story. So we have the new token FX, and the new FX tokens will be distributed among the holders of NPXS tokens. Eventually also NPXS tokens will be sort of upgraded to NPXS FX tokens. So there will be eventually, after the running of the new blockchain blockchain FunctionX, there will be two kinds of tokens, FX and NPXS FX. Also, there is another version of the current NPXS token, NPXSXEM, which will be also with the FX in the end. So there will be actually three kinds of tokens, but these two are pretty much the same. So let's see. So we have 65% of the tokens which are allocated to the holders of NPXS holders and holders to those NPXS tokens. So how do you get them? You can get them either with staking. Those FX tokens you can get by staking NPXS tokens, and you can get them by converting your tokens into into new FX tokens. And the biggest confusion is that how all of this is happening. So this is a nice infograph which is you can find on Reddit. So this, for example, is initial state. You're a holder of NPXS tokens. So you have two options. First, you can just hold your coins and don't do anything, or you can trade whatever whatever you want. So you will hold it, for example, and you will wait for the mainnet of FunctionX, and then they will be upgraded to the new version NPXS FX with a ratio of 1:1. And this is the sort of the easiest and like plain way. And the second way is to, if you are greedy and you want to have some additional tokens, FX tokens, then you stake your NPXS tokens. I would say just NPXS, but you should know that it's NPXS and NPXSXEM. So you will stake on X wallet right now on there on Pundi X wallet. So you will push the button stake when you will have those coins there, and eventually you will get your rewards, well, airdropped FX tokens for that staking. And we'll take the details about what's the staking process, the percentage and everything eventually later on, but just get the detail, the gist of it, just the most important parts. So you can stake it, and then you can convert your NPXS tokens into FX tokens directly. So, and in that case, in case of the staking, you will eventually hold the same amount of NPXS tokens until the mainnet, and you will receive again the new version of those tokens, and in addition you will have FX tokens which will become FX coins after the mainnet launch. But the converted ones will be already tokens, FX tokens, and of course they will be converted eventually to the coins. So you will not have the NPXS tokens anymore, just the FX tokens. And now let's see the details. Well, the most important detail right now, which actually I shall mention, is that you know that NPXS have the sort of proof of stake, mechanism. That's not really mechanism. They just distribute some additional tokens monthly to the holders, whatever you hold it, and keep it on the wallet, or maybe even some exchange like Binance. So they give you 2.11% monthly. So if you have, for example, 1,000 coins, then you would in like today, 1 month later, you must have 121 coin, right? Just because they will add you some additional coins, 2%. It's not that bad. So, and you will get it this in this way, of course, but you also will get this additional staking, additional distribution of NPXS tokens, even for the coins which you put on the stake. And also for those coins which are on the conversion, and have already be FX coins, you will still get those additional 2.11%. So that's not so bad, right? And now let's look at what is actually the thing. Well, you know probably what is PundiX, what PundiX is, and they are, in a couple of words, they are providing the solution for buying things in retail stores or just some shops, whatever, using their terminals through the cryptocurrencies. And they also have the mobile wallet. They have the sort of swapping card, like a debit card, but for the crypto. And you can use not only their token, but also Bitcoin, Ether, I think NEM, and maybe some other, maybe Litecoin, I think too. And of course their token as well. So they say that we are about to grow. We want to have a lot of the options to buy things through cryptocurrencies, via cryptocurrencies. Yeah, so you see the number of coins here to be using for payments. So yeah, and they also have the conversion, the buying the tokens through the mobile app on the mobile, like a smartphone or something. And they finally also make a blockchain smartphone, which we'll talk about later. But the thing is, right now, their tokens are on the Ethereum blockchain, and of course they want to make it faster. Well, actually there are two types of tokens: Ethereum tokens on the Ethereum blockchain and on the NEM blockchain. And of course they want it to be faster. They want it to and they have like some limitations from the Ethereum blockchain, TPS and so on. So they want to make their own blockchain in which their devices, like these hardware devices, they will, or terminals or mobile wallets, they will be used as the nodes in their blockchain. So they want to implement sharding and let the this blockchain operate with a faster speed, and so on and so forth. So this is why they basically are they decided to make a new blockchain, which is called FunctionX blockchain. It's a really nice website, actually. You can look at a lot of the details here, but the idea is like, what is the purpose, right? Why do we need actually the FunctionX blockchain? Well, if you remember again, I was mentioning the mobile like smartphone on the blockchain. So they made a phone call actually using the blockchain, or at least they say that they like encrypt the data, and it is sort of decentralized, so you can make a phone call from one phone to another directly without the provider, and so on and so forth. But this is just the one way of making an implementation of additional this blockchain service. And they think that there are other ways, there are other other parts of this huge ecosystem which could be implemented, like they can have the data storage, they can use the toolkit for the dApps, they also can have the nodes of blockchain nodes, of course, so secure transactions and consensus and everything. So and this is sort of a really huge. So in fact they are saying that their new blockchain can serve to many options, like possible scenarios for service providers, for consumers, for developers, for enterprise organizations, phone and hardware manufacturers, and so on and so forth. So they want to have their new blockchain and the coin, FX coin, to be used in all those use cases, while the NPXS is used basically for payment network, including advertisement on the XPOS receipts, loyalty points, bonuses and rewards, and so on. So basically payment, and this is like a global implementation in general, like very vague, like not vague, but like wide application. And they have different parameters, so that's why they need to be different. Like total supply for NPXS decreases over time, and for FX it's actually fixed, but it is mined through like 15 years or something like that. Okay, so now we got what is actually the coin, what is the coin, and we need to now decide for ourselves which one is better. Like, do you think that original purpose of NPXS is better than the usage of the FX coin? And if you want just the NPXS, then you don't need to do anything. And if you want to have additional coins, then you need to decide which part of your holdings you should transfer to the new coin. So how does it happen actually? So we don't have, by the way, we don't have the white paper of FX FunctionX blockchain yet, or just this project, but still it's probably will appear sometime soon. We need to look at the two major processes of the distribution to understand in which way we would like to do this. So first of all, we need to realize that we have total this 378 million FX coins eventually, which will be distributed during the token token generation event, TGE, and those tokens are just 20% of the total overall supply of the tokens. The rest will be mined during the next 15 years. Okay, so we have 65% of them allocated to the holders of the NPXS tokens right now. So how can we get them? Again, 15% of them will be gained by the stacking. So basically what you do is you put your NPXS token into X wallet, you push the button stacking or to stack your coins, and then you get your rewards. Basically, on average, is a bit not exactly the same, but on average, for every 100,000 NPXS coins in X wallet, you will get 18 FX tokens annually for this 12 months period, right? And or 1.5 token for 1 month. It will start from March 10th this year and next year March 9th. Okay, this is more or less clear. Another way to get your FX tokens is to convert NPXS tokens. So you can do it within 3 months, starting from April or May. It's not clear right now. So you will basically burn your tokens, though those will disappear, and you will get, instead of them, you will get this FX tokens. The question is in which portion in which ratio you will get them. This is a bit tricky, but if you look at this in detail, it will not be that tricky anymore. So let me look at the nice article on where it is. It's here on Reddit. So basically, it's not linear. It's sort of quite not easy to predict. Basically, what can you get during this period of conversion? So again, if you want to convert, your sort of choose the number of tokens you want to convert, and for example, you want to convert one token, NPXS token, which you have. I don't know, whatever number you have. So you want to convert just one. And the question is how many tokens FX you will get. If, except you, there will be nobody who will want to convert their tokens on the exact same day as you would want to convert, then basically you will have all the FX tokens allocated on this day for the conversion. Huge number. So if you're lucky. If you and me will do the same thing, so I will also try to convert my one NPXS token, then we will have a half of this allocation for this 1 day. But if many people, like 10,000 people, will do their conversion, then we will get one of fraction of 10,000 of the whole allocation for this day. So it's much less. So basically, we cannot predict how many tokens we will get. It's sort of a lottery. Well, I wouldn't say lottery, but still, it depends on how lucky you are, right? However, if too many people are doing this conversion on the same day, then PundiX actually limits the minimum amount of FX tokens which you will receive. For every 500 NPXS tokens during the first 30 days, each day you will have 1 FX tokens. For the next 30 days, you will have 1 for 600, and for next 30 days, you will have 1 for 700. So this is the minimum amount, right? And this will happen during the 90 days. Again, don't forget that you will get again 2.11% airdrop of NPXS for both NPXS tokens if you just hold it, and for the FX tokens which you get from the conversion. This is really neat. Okay, and this is again, there's a nice summary of the way you can do that and some details. So first, there will be two tokens, FX and NPXS FX, and you will get FX if you will make stacking on X Wallet or if you will do conversion. So stacking is 15% of the allocated tokens, converting 45% of allocated tokens within 3 months, and the stacking within 1 year. If you don't want to get FX tokens, you just hold your coins and don't do anything, and eventually you will have a new version of your NPXS FX tokens, but not FX tokens. There's a difference. If you want to have some of them, you can either stake, and you'll get 15% of them. For 10,000, for 100,000, you will have 18 FX per year, and you can stake and convert. And for the conversion, you will have sort of a unknown number depending on the number of people who are converting together with you. And finally, you can actually stake for a while and then convert in the end of the period of conversion. So also a possibility. And the fourth option is not an option sort of, but still, if you converted already your coins, you can stake those coins as well. So FX coins could be used for staking, and you can have those additional 2.11% of NPXS after the conversion. So This is pretty straightforward, I hope. So that is pretty much it. I think that there's not so like it's not that complicated to understand if you'll just use this diagram and follow the basic numbers. The problem is that you really don't know how much tokens you will get during the conversion. There's no magic number like saying I would do this and that and I will have the best profit. The thing is, if like you don't trade, you want to hold your NPXS for a year at least, then why not to stake it? Yeah, and at least if you don't want to have the maximum number of FX coins. If you still believe, if you and as opposed to that, if you believe that FX coins are the much better than NPXS, then you would better to convert, maybe stake for a while and then convert in the end. But again, don't forget that the minimal ratio for the conversion in the end is lower. So it's really not clear in which day it's better to do that, depending on the other people who are willing to convert. So this unpredictable scheme of conversion and redistribution of the FX tokens sort of more or less fair way for everybody having certain amount. Okay, I hope that it is clear. I mean, this question is not that confusing from now on, but still, if you have some questions, there is a Telegram group which you can find the link for in the description below this video, so you can go there and ask the questions there, in addition to the Telegram groups of FunctionX or PundiX. I also have my Telegram, so you can write me there, and there are other people who can reply, so please go and ask more questions if you want, if you have them. But if not, then maybe that's it for today. This was sort of the irregular video, so tomorrow there will be a new video about the market and with a new update, like what happens with crypto, with Bitcoin price, and what to expect, and so on and so forth, as usual daily. And yeah, let's wrap it up. Thank you for watching and hope to see you in the next videos. Goodbye, guys.